Hello, everybody, and thank you for having me. I'm Annie Donovan, Chief Operating Officer of Local Initiatives Support Corporation, or LISC. I'm delighted to be here today to address a central theme of this gathering, inclusive investment. LISC is a community development financial institution that invests in the people and places that exist on the margins of the American economy. Places often overlooked by conventional investors or deemed to be too risky to invest in. Our vision is a holistic one based on the belief that the strength and competitiveness of our economy ultimately depends on giving everyone the opportunity to participate and contribute. Let's not leave anyone on the sidelines. In 2020, LISC directly invested $2 billion in small businesses, housing, healthcare and healthy foods, arts and culture, recreation, and safety and justice. Over 80% of our investments are in low-income census tracts. Our investments created over 20,000 jobs, 4.5 million square feet of commercial space, and 19,000 units of affordable housing. Now, we accomplish these outcomes while maintaining a AA- rating from Standard & Poor's. Our loss rate in our loan portfolio last year was less than 1%. What this means is that people and communities that have been overlooked by traditional investors are worthy of investment. They, like LISC, are investment grade. LISC is one of over 1,000 community development financial institutions, or as we call them, CDFIs, who are mission first impact investors. I happen to know a lot about CDFIs because I spent the last 3 decades in this field as it has emerged and come into its own. In addition to being a practitioner, I also directed the U.S. Department of Treasury's Community Development Financial Institutions Fund for 4 years recently, which is an important source of growth capital for the field. The CDFI fund administers multiple programs that provide an array of tools to CDFIs, including equity and equity-like investments, tax credits, and loan guarantees. And the reason this is important to understand is that CDFIs have this source of growth capital that they then leverage with private sector investments. In the CDFI fund's core program, the leverage ratio is 12-1. So CDFIs are putting these resources to use. They are have a source of growth capital, and they are bringing more capital into communities with this formula. LISC and other CDFIs have created a delivery system that connects capital to communities. Our superpower is our reach into underserved places and people, and our deep understanding of how best to serve them. And we extend that reach to our investment partners so that they too can contribute to a more equitable and inclusive economy. 2020 was a rough year for everyone, but the pandemic was harder on some than others. It exposed in more stark relief the structural ways in which inequities are designed into our society and our economy, especially for Black, Indigenous, and people of color, or BIPOC communities. But we were heartened to see our partners, new and old, step up in new ways over the pandemic. For example, Verizon, Lowe's, Procter & Gamble, and other corporations channeled over $100 million through LISC to shore up predominantly BIPOC and women-owned businesses. Public entities invested even more through federal stimulus dollars, allowing LISC to reach nearly 15,000 businesses with $250 million. Over 80% of those businesses were BIPOC-owned. To thrive, though, businesses need more than just capital. They need support networks. They need their own ecosystem of partners. LISC is leveraging our capacity to build the strength of business development organizations, or BDOs as we call them, who are close to the ground so they can, in turn, provide scaffolding to help local businesses grow. Capital plus capacity is a powerful combination. In 2020, we also launched a $1 billion initiative called Project 10X. The 10X symbolizing the wealth gap between Black and white households in America, and also 10X thinking about the impact we intend to have to address racial health, wealth, and opportunity gaps. A signature initiative of 10X is the Black Economic Development Fund. Its investors are new to the space and include Netflix, Square, PayPal, Dick's Sporting Goods, McKinsey, Aflac, and others. The fund will invest $250 million in corporate treasury funds from our investors into Black-owned businesses and Black-run institutions, such as depository institutions and historically Black colleges and universities. We have raised all $250 million and have placed our first 5 investments. The investments are fueling Black-led businesses and benefiting communities of color, and they are contributing to the broader landscape of regional economic opportunity by catalyzing jobs, local income, commercial activity, and quality of life gains. They are helping build a broadly shared prosperity, well beyond the individual activities supported by each of these businesses. Another theme of this conference is technology. More and more CDFIs are using technology to accomplish our mission. Now that regulation crowdfunding has emerged, more and more platforms are being generated to allow a wider array of investors to find enterprises to invest in that align with their values. In 2020, LISC issued a $100 million bond through Inspirex, a tech platform that allows institutional and retail investors to invest in increments as small as $1,000. This bond qualified as a social bond under the UN Sustainable Development Goals. And for this offering, LISC was awarded Social Bond of the Year for 2020 by Environmental Finance. And technology companies are also partnering with LISC to create social value for their stakeholders. For example, Uber, PayPal, and Walgreens have partnered with LISC to create the Vaccine Access Fund, a $12 million program that offers free Uber rides to vaccine sites for people living in low-income communities. The magic of the program is that LISC connects with people in communities through our network of trusted partners. CDFIs are onto something. If you want to change systems that make the economy more equitable and inclusive, look for CDFIs to partner to help you. They can leverage your dollars and help you make a deeper impact. LISC works with partners who share our commitment to catalyzing opportunity for underserved communities and residents. Partners who want to redefine their business and their impact. We invite you to join us to help build a more equitable America. Our website is LISC.org. Thank you so much.